Hello and welcome to another Save the World video. This one is for the Ventures Badlands season. Basically, I'm just going to give my review on what I think of the season, my personal opinion. Doesn't count for much in the Save the World community, but I'm a hardcore player, I'd like to think. I've put some time and effort into the game, so it's just my personal opinion on the Ventures season, how I think it went, were the rewards worthy enough? Did we get enough out of it? And what did we get out of it? If you got everything that was available, that is. So this is what we're going to do. We'll have a look at everything that was available throughout the season, because it is limited, it seems, to level 50. After that, the rewards do go downhill drastically. You still get some decent stuff, but it's not the kind of stuff that you'd expect from a sort of season pass level up. Not for the grind you're putting in. But we'll have a look at all the rewards that you can get from this Badlands season, the first season in the Ventures series from Epic Games. Okay, so let's first look at what level I reached in the season, and that was level 66, almost level 67. The last Supercharger reward was at level 50. Since then, it's just been re-perks, perk ups, gold, basic stuff like that. Nothing special at all, nothing that you cannot get from the regular game in Twine Peaks if you go and play that. So yeah, quite honestly, once you reach level 50, there's not much incentive left unless you really do need some epic perk ups, some legendary perk ups, some gold, drops of rain, lightning in a bottle, eye of the storm, shards. Like I say, it's just the same stuff that just rolls over and repeats itself as you level up. I started noticing a pattern now that it just kind of goes through a cycle of the same items. I don't know if there's any more Superchargers or anything special hidden way deeper into the season, but I get a feeling there's not, because there's no carrot, there's no dangle. All there is now is just keep playing and get yourself some perk ups. Literally, that's all there is to do once you pass level 50. Or just for personal, I got to X level in the season. Personal accomplishment, however you may see it. There's not enough. I got to level 50. I did grind hard, but I got to level 50 within a week. 5 days, I think it was, 4.5 days. Considering how long the season lasts, I was expecting more. I don't know, just more. The map, well, I was very disappointed. It's Canny Valley, let's face it. I'm sure I've played that exact map somewhere in the past. Can't put my finger on it. Could be wrong, but I'm sure I have. So the map itself felt disappointing straight away. I was expecting new territory, a new feel, a new look coming into this. We're starting again, give us something fresh, but unfortunately there was nothing fresh. It felt like we was chucked back into the Canny storyline again. Going back there kind of gave me nightmares, if I'm honest. It is quite a repetitive place, and once you've done it X amount of times, it just becomes dull. It just, I don't know, it wasn't mixed up enough for me. I wanted a new biome. Unfortunately, didn't get that. Straight away, then that was a bit of a negative. For a lot of people, I feel that they were just thrown back into Canny. Nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing fresh for old players. New players would appreciate it a lot more, obviously. So that, I'd only give a 5 out of 10 for the fact that the map was a little bit meh. So environment and feel, 5 out of 10. When it comes to the missions, exactly the same missions. Not even a single new mission that I could see at any point was introduced for this Ventures mode. Something just, oh, look at this, cool, something different. No, exactly the same stuff, exactly the same missions. It felt like we was doing, let's say, Canny Valley again, Twine Peaks again. It's just rinse and repeat. Except we all started at level 1, couldn't craft our own weapons. So at first that was quite interesting, that was quite cool, that we had to go around to the vending machines. And I started off in the first like 2, 3, maybe 4 levels. I was running around with a grey hammer that I pulled out of a crate or whatever it was, you know, and it felt cool. It was a bit of a challenge there. As soon as you started getting to the vending machines and you collected your silver and your malachite and you started collecting a few weapons, things started getting a lot easier again. People are smashing out the missions. You could level up pretty fast, and it was easier in the beginning and more enjoyable, down to the fact that it felt like the hardcore players were the ones that dived in right away at the start, and because of that the games were nice. They were quite fluid. People knew how to build. And getting to 50, I felt like the players that I was coming across and matchmaking with were pretty skilled. Now I feel like I am playing mainly with Stonewood players that have just reached quite high in Ventures mode. You can tell from the builds how easy they die. It's like they're running around with level 1 heroes, purple heroes, because at the end of the day, if they're running around with a level 1 purple hero, yeah, they're going to get the commander boost, the power level boost, but they're not getting the healing modifier or the ability modifier or the health modifier from the actual heroes if they have got a really poor setup. So you could, even though you're doing Twine Peaks difficulty missions, an alternate challenge is that you are playing with a lot of Stonewood and Plankerton players that have no real build experience, because it's quite an easy game. Build's not really a big thing in the early part of the game. So there's a lot of inexperience that you're being thrown in with. There's also the cross-play. Now, there seems to be standard. I've noticed that I am coming across PlayStation and Xbox players without even inviting them now. They're just there. So that... pros and cons, I guess. Pros and cons. But let's have a look at the rewards now. Enough about that. Let's look at the rewards. Okay, starting with Dennis. Now, Dennis is unlockable simply through doing the quest line that comes with this Badlands venture. Nothing too difficult. Follow a few simple quests. He is done. I put mine in the collection book. Weapon Superchargers. You can obtain 2 by level 50 in the season pass. I use mine on my Xenon bow, taking it to 136. Now, you can get 3 Hero Superchargers, so that's quite cool, taking you to 139 on a single hero. You can obtain 2 Superchargers for traps, just 2, taking whatever trap you want, up to 136 currently. You can obtain 16 Survivor Superchargers. That won't take you to 132, not just yet. That is currently still not obtainable, but you can put yourself very close. Now, some tips. Make sure that you are following all the side quests during your ventures experience. The more quests you follow, the more experience you're going to get done, and the quicker you're going to get through that season. Now, also on missions that are not 4-player, make sure you use blue glow to increase the difficulty as much as you can and as much as you can handle, to again increase the XP per mission. If it's a 4-player mission, you don't need to do it, it's already maxed out. But those single player, not so much single player missions, but the missions that are not boosted in difficulty, you can boost them by collecting blue glow, going in up to the mission itself, like your atlas or your retrieve the data, and then just selecting increased difficulty, and it uses blue glow. It puts it to the vote with your team, and if everyone agrees, you increase the difficulty, and at the end of the game you get an extra few thousand per difficulty increase. At least it was for me at the stage of 140, but you can easily double your XP gains on all missions that you can do that on if you maximize it. So that is a great XP tip, and a lot of people don't seem to do it. I'll see people rushing missions and then missing the opportunity of doubling their XP. Use blue glow, increase difficulty. Alright, okay, so therefore I think I have covered all the bases in terms of increased XP. They're the 2 tips to follow, really. Just increase difficulty whenever you can with blue glow, and make sure you do all of the side missions that are available, and each difficulty level that you achieve, there'll be a new quest. And also charges are available through those side quests, not the main event, but the side quests. So keep following those and you'll get a weapon supercharger through that. That is a biggie. My overall opinion of this mode, I will go with what I said to start with, 5 out of 10. It's let down by all the missions are the same. It's the same content. I might as well be doing Twine Peaks or Canny Valley, obviously because of the scenery, but just that Twine Peaks difficulty. The rewards were, how can I put this? The rewards were good, but I felt the grind for them was a little bit over the top for the little that you got. If they would have doubled it, then I reckon I would have given them an extra 2, maybe 7 out of 10. It's still the 3 let down because of the missions and because of the area. But the rewards were not enough. just not enough. The Survivor Superchargers, okay, that's cool. It's put us on the brink of 132, so we know next season we are going to gain a power level, so that's something to look forward to. But 2 Weapon Superchargers, and like I wanted to put them both in one weapon, so it's only 136. It's not a massive gain. Yeah, like it's like, all right, okay, now I've got to wait a season. Now do I invest in the same weapon, or do I maybe put them in something else? Like, it's not going to feel like there's much incentive. So hopefully next season they overlook this, adjust the rewards, and have some kind of overflow. If 50 is the target, have a better overflow after 50. Okay, because the grind does get harder. It took me about 2.4 million to reach level 50, 2.4 million venture XP, and then to get from level 50 to level 66 took another 3 million venture XP. So only another 16 levels gained, but over like 50% more XP was needed to get that far. But there was no end reward other than, like I say, perk ups and re-perks and stuff that you can already get entwined. So the rewards need a complete rework, and they need to think about end game players, because we're coming back for this. Like, Twine Peaks has had its day. There's, you know, we've all been there, we've done it. Ventures is supposed to grip us, bring us back, and it did for a week. Repetitive, but I was here for a week, grinding it hard. The videos I put out prove that, you know. I put in the time. 48 hours of stream, I put in the time. But I felt like the rewards at the end weren't enough. Not this season. So fingers crossed next season gives more. Either way, that is enough from me. I've said my piece. 5 out of 10 this season. Could have been 7, only 5. Thanks for watching. If you agree or disagree, or you have something to say or cover that I haven't said, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Rant over. I mean, review over.
Yeah!